Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to yet another video of Ecom Street Shorts. Noah Tuck, founder of Social Snowball, joins us for a quick interview on software as a service as a whole industry, e-commerce, and how he actually started his app, Social Snowball. Now, we already have a video about his app on our channel, and you can view that on our channel at any time you like. In this video, we just discussed the entire industry of SaaS and what really prevailed him to make this app, and a bunch of insight on just becoming a better entrepreneur and finding good employees. Sit back, get comfy, maybe have this on in the background instead, whatever works best for you, and I'll see you guys in the video. Let's go. All right, guys, welcome back to another video of Ecom Street Shorts. Today, I'm here with Noah Tuck, who is founder and CEO of Social Snowball. Noah, what's up?
How's it going, man? Appreciate you having me.
Hey, man, great. Just to, I guess, start off this call, why don't you give us like a quick little background check on like what you first did to get started with entrepreneurship, kind of where it's led to now, a few things you've accomplished.
Sure. I mean, my first, I guess, real entrepreneurial venture, because when I was a kid, I was doing little like eBay things, like flipping Pokemon cards and stuff. But my first like real business was about 4 years ago, and it was just a dropshipping store. And this was like before, there was a ton of content on the internet about dropshipping. So I was really just figuring things out for myself. And I was just using like Instagram and doing things manually, like literally following and unfollowing people. Like I built a page for the brand, and I would follow and unfollow people and message them to become ambassadors and manually create discount codes for them. And I kind of built up a little bit of a brand from that. And that's kind of how I dipped my toes into dropshipping. Then I discovered Twitter ads, then I discovered Facebook ads, and I started meeting other people that did dropshipping and, started learning from them, and it kind of took off for there. So that's what I've been doing for the past 4 years. And then about a year ago is when I started building Social Snowball, because I just realized there was so much room for improvement in the affiliate marketing for e-commerce space, and that a lot of these affiliate marketing apps for e-commerce stores were just doing things super unintuitively, and things were very manual and outdated and just not automated. So I kind of saw a lot of room for improvement, and that's kind of how Social Snowball was born. So I started building it like 15, 16 months ago. We just officially launched 3 months ago. So it's, still in its very early phases, but it's been doing really well, and it's been making stores a lot of money. I know you guys have it on your stores, and so you guys know. So yeah, that's kind of where my focus is right now. I haven't really been building e-commerce stores anymore, because I kind of just want to focus on this one software product and try to get it as big as possible.
Right on, dude. Yeah. So when you said that years back, you said that you would DM people asking them just to become affiliates and just give them a code.
Pretty much, yeah. So affiliate marketing was kind of like the first. And it wasn't, I wouldn't even know if I'd call it affiliate marketing, because I wasn't even giving them commission. Basically, the way I would structure it is, so yeah, I would literally just go. So I was literally a brand selling bikinis and rompers, and I would go on similar pages on Instagram, and I would go to the people that are following them, and I would DM them and be like, hey, we're a brand new online store. We'd love for you to become an ambassador for us. As an ambassador, we'll give you your own discount code for like 30 or 40% off, like something really good. And then we'll give you another discount code for 15% off that you could go share to your friends. So the incentive for them was they would just get their own really big discount, and then they could go and share that code. But I wouldn't really call it affiliate marketing, because we weren't paying them on a commission basis. Right. But that is one of the first marketing tactics I started out with.
And did it work? Like, was it converting well and just not efficient, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, it converted well, but it was completely manual and inefficient, because I was literally I wasn't even using a bot to reach for this outreach. Like, I was with my own thumbs messaging people, because I just didn't know any better. So as far as like it converting, yes, it would convert well, because everyone was having a really personal experience with me, the owner, like actually texting them and actually reading their messages and replying to them. So it was very personalized, and I'm sure people appreciated that, and that's why it did convert well. But it was very not scalable, to say the least.
Right. And like you said earlier, yeah, our stores are using Social Snowball. And when we first got it, we weren't really, I guess, familiar with how it works. So when we first got it, we thought like the main intention, like for us to use it, would be helpful for like influencers, like I said earlier. So now when we do our influencer campaigns, we have people posting on TikTok and whatnot with big pages. We have them sign up for a discount code through your app, just so we know exactly how much they actually made us, because before we were doing it manually as well through Shopify, and like some people forget to use their code or whatnot. And so and then influencers have to they have to like invoice us and stuff. So it becomes really sticky. So with you guys, it was just really simple for us. We see exactly how much like each influencer kind of like we owe commissions to. And then like you said too, like the way it's set up for you guys, when someone completes a purchase, you have like that like custom message there saying, you can now earn money for just referring like your code to people.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, so you could still use it like how you're saying with the influencers you're partnering with. That's like the more traditional affiliate marketing way. And of course, you could still do that through a social snowball. It'll track everything. It'll make it super easy to pay out and all that stuff. But what we wanted to do different is we wanted to just automate affiliate acquisition as well. And instead of you just having to reach out to these influencers that you were already going to partner with, we were thinking like, there's no reason you wouldn't want as many affiliates as possible. It's literally at worst people going out and posting about your brand and not getting you sales, but they're still putting out free brand awareness and still content on the internet with your brand like behind it. And at best, and very often, it's them getting you actual sales and it's turning into a revenue stream, and you're not paying advertising costs to acquire these customers. So if, let's say 10 people get that thank you page offer and one of them wants to go parabolic with it, I call them a superstar affiliate and just go sharing it like crazy, texting it to their friends, posting it on Facebook, on Twitter, whatever they want to do, and they get you 13 extra sales. Those are 13 sales that you didn't have to pay for, with Facebook ads or however else you're acquiring customers. And that does happen a lot, just by putting that offer on the thank you page. A lot of people end up using it and sharing it because everyone wants to make money online. We make it a very appealing, easy offer. There's no friction. You have to click here to generate your code. We already generate a code for everyone and just give it to you right there on the thank you page. It's not in a pop-up. It's just right there. It could not be any easier. There couldn't be any less friction. So a lot of people end up taking the offer, and it works out really well for these stores.
Right. And I can vouch for that. Literally within like 48 hours of us getting it, we had like 2 or 3 people just put it in their bio just because they're trying to make extra buck.
Yep.
So that's really, really cool.
And that's happening everywhere. Like Instagram bios are filling up with discount codes because of this app.
Right. So I guess like, would you say like affiliate marketing was always like your main gig? Like you said, you did e-commerce in the past as well.
Yeah, I mean, I never did affiliate marketing myself. I just always used affiliate marketing and ambassadors as a marketing channel for my stores. So whenever I build a store, I would always like make sure to go heavy on promoting an affiliate or ambassador program, because I knew how much people wanted to be ambassadors. People like to, like you were explaining, people like to put discount codes in their bio and say like, I'm an affiliate for, I'm an ambassador for, XYZ brand. People, it's like being part of a community makes them proud to be part of something. So that was always a really powerful revenue source for all my stores. So when I saw like how much better it could be done, that's kind of why I hopped on the opportunity to build Social Snowball.
Right on. Yeah, I love that. Like I said, this is like Ecom Street short. So we're trying to keep these like kind of like quick, straight to the point, like 10, 15-minute calls. So I guess for the audience watching, they're probably wondering, okay, like we're listening to an entrepreneur who's been doing things for multiple years now, has taken ideas that have now turned into businesses that are growing and whatnot. Is there any kind of advice you have in terms of just like strategy, execution, all that stuff in between? Because if you're building your own software, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of, like you're kind of like not forced, but like you kind of like have to do a lot of strategy before execution. Like you just said too, it took you like quite a few months to like officially launch. So like, what's like your point of view on that?
Sure. I mean, there's a couple pieces of advice I could give. Like one thing that's been really helpful to me that I've really been working on, especially recently, is realizing that there's no one right way to do anything. So I've been like networking with a ton of other software founders in the space and like learning a lot from them and listening to a ton of podcasts of people that have started softwares to really try to fit. Because before Social Snowball, the only business I've started is like a drop shipping brand and like one brand that was not drop shipping, that was shipping from the US. But besides that, I haven't actually started any real businesses, and a software business is there's a lot more that goes into play when building something like that compared to just an e-commerce store. And I think I got super caught up in trying to do things the right way, as if there was one right way to do it. And if I didn't do it that way, it wouldn't work. And what I've been learning a lot recently is that there's no right way. There's no one right way to do anything. There's many right ways to do it. And you should be okay with doing things your own way if it feels right. So like I used to get caught up thinking like, oh, it doesn't make sense for me to do this right now, but this is what this other founder did. And I'm in a very similar position to where he was when he made that decision. Maybe I'm, thinking irrationally. Maybe I should just blindly follow what he's doing. And I used to think like that. And now I'm like, okay, I'm going to do what makes sense to me. I've already, started to gain experience with this. I've been learning from everyone, not just one person. I've been, learning from a little bit from everywhere. Now I'm going to combine all that and do what makes sense to me and create my own path. And that's been giving me way better results. And it's been way better overall thinking like that. So that's one piece of advice. Another piece of advice, if you're getting into a venture and you're worried about how much work it's going to be and you're like, oh, this sounds like a logistical nightmare, or this sounds like way too much work, never think how much work something is. Think of how much you can outsource that work. So if there is a ton of work, or if you have to build something huge, or you have to just, whatever you're doing is going to take a lot of time or resources. Don't think of it from the perspective of, oh, that's a lot of work. Just be like, oh, that's a lot I can outsource. And when you learn to outsource things effectively, things become very, very easy very quickly. And so like, especially with the software, I've been hiring people, and when I'm like actually hiring people, like not just customer service VAs, like real technical people, CTOs, developers, when I'm hiring these types of people, I like put a lot of responsibility onto them. And if you hire the right people and you could outsource and allocate work that you wouldn't be able to do, things really just fall into place a lot easier. So that's been another big breakthrough for me.
100%. That's actually facts. Like, I think that once you have that first growing company, especially when there's a lot of outsourcing going on, I think that's when most entrepreneurs find out how difficult it can also be to find good employees and find good staff. Sometimes,
exactly.
Yeah, it's very, very hard. Damn. So I guess one last question here to wrap up. I guess, where do you see the whole industry of like software as a service going? My kind of theory is that this whole like ecom kind of bubble where everyone's doing the dropshipping stuff is slowly coming to an end because of rising CPMs, whatever it may be. And software as a service is kind of becoming the new gateway for entrepreneurship. All this, it's becoming easier and easier to program things and write code. Like some people just have automated like templates for you to copy and paste, like GitHub and stuff. So I guess, where do you see like the SaaS industry in the next 5 years, maybe?
I definitely see the barrier of entry dropping significantly, as it already has. Like the fact that me with no technical background could build and launch a software as a service product and have, like all the resources I need and products in my tech stack to make that a reality without anything too crazy is already insanely impressive. And that's definitely the direction that things are moving. Like new SaaS products come out all the time that are literally built to just make your own SaaS product easier to launch and easier to maintain. So there's so many SaaS products out there right now that I'm using in Social Snowball's tech stack that are just basically watching over everything and making sure that nothing breaks. And if something does break, it'll alert, something else. Yeah. And that other piece of software can like look into it and etc. So I think like the barrier of entry is only gonna get lower and lower. And I have seen ads for, I don't remember the name of it, but it was some software that you could build your own app without any code required. And if that is doing well, as I assume it's probably doing decent right now, I could only see people innovating further in that direction. And maybe, in 5 years, you could build a software with full functionalities as complicated as you want without any coding experience, which I think would be really cool. But, who knows if that's ever going to happen.
Yeah, right. So you're kind of saying like the Shopify of like programming, almost like building software.
Yeah, exactly. Just drag and drop.
Wow. Well, I pretty much want to wrap it up here and just, thank you once again for hopping on, Noah. Really insightful. You're like the first person that I've spoken to that talks about a mixture of e-commerce and software as a service, and I guess affiliate marketing. So thanks for that.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
100%. All right, guys, video's over. If you're still sticking around, thanks so much for watching. Just one more thing I want to mention. If you are an entrepreneur of any sort, you're a beginner, you're an expert, you're somewhere in the middle, and you want to be in a community that has a lot of like-minded people that are doing e-commerce, starting their own, software as a service companies, and everything in between there, feel free to join my Discord server. Each and every single day, people are coming in and joining my server and just interacting. You don't even have to talk too much. A lot of people just join and like to listen in on what we're talking about. Look at all the resources that I have in there. There's a lot of channels in there talking about things like investing and e-commerce and software. And of course, all my YouTube videos are in there, and I'm always in there giving you gold nuggets. So if you want to join, that link is below. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.